Hello, I'm Gregory Mosley, martial art instructor, and this is Martial Art Universe, bringing you the finest of the martial arts from around the world. Point.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. So his power, no. Yeah. And this is coming. Oh, no. Yeah, you lost. Oh, so this element, oh, just a little move. Easy. Yeah. So this is very important here. And he won, and he another two. Not only one. Home guys continue to fighting. Not only one, you know, it's one. It's coming. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Coming. All right. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Yeah. So.
So I am very happy because he is like become my older brother mentor, and a lot of things I do right now I practice Muay Thai. And there's a stickiness that in Seven Star Master he's been showing me. So I am so happy to give him these other things about a true master like this. He's very humble. So he has to take me around because I just spoke on the mic and say things he won't say for himself. And if, by the way, anybody here is a member of, I have a Facebook group called the Martial Arts Community on Facebook. Some people here, well, listen, I got 30, there we go, I got over 30,000 members. And most of the stuff, many things I post, I steal from him. He has a collection that's ridiculous of Super 8 footage, of White Hall, Maynard Minor, all the ills.
Started before we get back on track.
So, without further ado,
Yes, sir. We need to get started.
but I'm hearing loud and clear. We gonna get started? People, call Albright.
All right, so we're going to get on track, so we're going to do two quick things. And just to demonstrate the art of frame and go forward.
7 star.
Come down, please. The movement is here. Take the weapon and control the man.
I think it's more of a statement. I want to say congratulations because this compilation has had to be a monumental task, a frustrating, long, time-consuming, impossible task at times that took a lot of your lifetime. So I want to say congratulations to you.
Who's coming up? This is Chief Hansi, Grandmaster Rico Guy. And today we have a city proclamation. And today, where? New York City. New York City. Proclamation. And today will be known as Rico Guy Day. I've known this brother forever. Go all the way back. All the way back. We don't even have time to talk about it. It's longer than the movie, I can tell you that. Right, but he's here. He's well deserved of his honor. And it's also an honor to give it to him.
My opinion, every grandmaster has a dojo in different neighborhoods. We are all structured in different dojos. We support staff. We support your program. We come to get petitions. And everybody, your petition comes to my neighborhood, have petitions and sign, go to court. Then we go to everybody's court the same way all marshals come together. We can work together as a whole unit. You understand me? We can bring everybody, we can have it alive. But we got petition, we got people, we got parents going to different neighborhoods and supporting one another. We as a unit, we all remember, we all a unit. Don't make a difference who style, who do this, who do that. We all can do it together. All we need is unity.
On January 24th, 2020 through January 26, 2020, the annual Action Mega Weekend was held at the Tropicana Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It was hosted by Sifu Alan Goldberg. There were great vendors and seminars throughout the day. There were special celebrity guests. Action star Michael Jai White. Action star Robert Samuels. Action star Fred Williamson. And that was just a short list.
Everything that Goldberg put here, the trade show, the seminars, they're amazing. I love them. Everybody's been so kind to me, even people that never knew me and never met me. And that's why I'm so happy to be here, and it's my first time. And I'm gonna keep on coming back as long as I can, for as long as I got. I'm 64 years old. I do Kali, Filipino martial arts, Xinyi, and Qigong. But the people that met it, the energy was so good and so positive that I'm definitely going to keep on coming back.
On the last evening of the Action Mega Weekend, there was a special award dinner as well as a special award presentation. Also at the event, I ran into film producer and director Frazier Prince in a conversation about martial art film choreography with author, screenwriter, and actor Rick Myers.
Because at Disney, I did a lecture called Kung Fu and the Art of Screen Action.
Right.
and people don't make involving fight scenes anymore. Even Marvel doesn't make involving fight scenes. They're what I call empty movements. So I said, all right, I can't convince anybody else to do it. I'm going to start writing scripts, and I'm going to start writing movies, and I'm going to start making movies where I educate people how to make fight scenes that get you excited, that get you involved, that makes you do this rather than just this. You know, we're looking at your watch, waiting for the fight to end because it's so boring and uninvolving. If it's an old man versus a young lady, they're fighting exactly the same. You could switch their heads and not affect the fight. And I always say, if you go to an action movie, can you remember anything in the fight scenes? Can you remember anything in the fight scenes that made you go, oh, that was smart, that was clever, oh, that was wise, oh, that was interesting? Nobody learns in fights anymore. Did you see Hobbs and Shaw? Did you see Hobbs and Shaw? At the end, they're fighting a computer-enhanced android. He has all the knowledge in the world, and what do in the final fight? They punch each other repeatedly. Just make fists and punch.
Which leads me into one of my highlights of the whole mega weekend. The Black Dragon, Ron Van Clief.
After the death of the dragon comes a new American superstar, 16 years in the martial arts, 7th degree black belt, and 4 times world champion. Introducing Ron Van Clief as the Black Dragon. We said enough. Now we'll let him do the talking. Are you creep? The Black Dragon. Rougher, tougher, and stronger than anything you've seen before. None of that jumping around and flying through the air, because this is the real shit.
He is like a mentor to me because I followed his path and I'm his age. I don't know if I'll be competing, but I'll definitely be doing movies, and I'll always keep myself the best I can be, keep physically fit like him, and he is amazing. I love him.
So in 1995, 1996, Grandmaster recommended me for this HBO commercial. And it was for a SAP button on HBO where it would translate from English to Spanish. And we all know from our Kung Fu movie experience, obviously the words are not syncing up with the lips. And that was the whole gist of the commercial and why the dude was getting beat up, because people couldn't understand him. So it was these bunch of these martial artists that were attacking him. But when they pushed the button, he started to understand and he was able to defend himself. So one of my first big breaks was because of Grandmaster.
Greetings, world. My name is Jean-Francois de Phoenix Legrand of Lost Legacy Systems Martial Arts. My Black Dragon experience begins in the mid-'80s, where my late professor, Grandmaster Richard Sinclair of the Iron Octopus Survivor Defense Academy introduced me to this man. You know, we didn't realize at the time that this man that he introduced us to was the man that already made over 10 movies. It was an inspiration to see somebody of our color and of our race doing such feats. That experience, everyone at one point in their life need to have an experience like that.
Greetings. My name is Anchi Elba Cookie Melendez, and I reside in New York. And but I've traveled various places competing martial arts, and along the way I've met many mentors, people that I looked up to, from Bruce Lee to various other, Sonny Chiba back in those days. But you know, these are guys you can't really reach. I couldn't really shake hands with them, give them a hug. But then comes Shidoshi Ron Van Clief. This gentleman I would run to whenever they called his division. I think I was the first person to run over there to watch him compete. I found to be so amazing with the technique, so sharp, the timing, and I was in awe. This gentleman became my idol instantly, and I followed him. Every tournament I went to, he was there, and I got to personally meet him, and from there he became such a mentor. So he's such a gentle giant. Shared with me some martial arts experience.
Hello, my name is Grandmaster Maurice Elmanem. I'm editor of Budo magazine. I have known Grandmaster Ron Van Clief for the past 45 years. He's a great inspiration to the martial arts, known as the Black Dragon, great martial artist. I have even done shows with him at the Oriental World of Self-Defense in Madison Square Garden, Apollo Theaters, and I have very, very big respect for his martial arts knowledge, experience, techniques, professionalism. Ron Van Clief is one of the top martial artists in the history as far as I'm concerned, and I have seen him in action. He even did a nice big demonstration for us when we ran our first Budo Hall of Fame in 2005 at Madison Square Garden and also at the Marriott Hotel, La Guardia. I've been in the martial arts for 48 years, and I'm myself a 7-time world champion. I have 8 Guinness World Records. I'm an author. I'm an architect by profession, real estate developer, and I do recommend anyone to follow Ron Van Clief on any internet social media. He's one of the top, most influential person in the martial arts. God bless. Thank you for this interview.
My name is Tracy Seymour. I am a 7th degree black belt of Shidoshi Ron Van Clief in the Chinese Goju system. I have been training in the martial arts since 1980, and that is when I got my first exposure to Shidoshi Van Clief. He was a dojo brother of one of my
folks, we have to leave.
Earl Monroe. And I started seeing Shidoshi in the tournaments
Buddy, yeah, you can hang
as a
outside.
child.
No problem.
What I remember is he would always come over and he was very kind and always give support. What stands out the most to me about Shidoshi Van Clief is his determination in supporting women in the martial arts and how he promotes us as equal and viable fighters in the martial arts. He's always stood up for the women and tried to move us forward in our systems, and he's really had a forward thinking for women in the martial arts and supported us in what we do as equals and peers to the men. Where there was so many men that tried to take advantage of women in the martial arts, or I don't know, for some reason felt that we were not equal or we were not capable, he really went above and beyond and has stood behind us and propelled us forward in what we do and giving us credit for being credible martial artists. And that's my experience with Shidoshi.
Professor David James from the Chaotic Justice System, School of Self-Defense, given to me by Professor Florendo Visitation, better known as Grandmaster V. I have known Grandmaster Van Clief, the Black Dragon, going back about 40, almost 38 to 40 years now. We first met when he had his studio on 13th Street, 2nd Avenue. And he was on 2nd Avenue working out of the back of the gym. And that's when we met. And I've been a fan of his, a student indirectly of his for all those years. Great man. What he's done for the martial arts community and what he's done for the martial arts world, what could you say about him? I mean, he is truly the Black Dragon. I mean, people like myself, when we were kids, we emulated him, we wanted to be like him, we admired him, we saw what he was doing, how he trained, how he conditioned, how he kept himself in peak shape all the time, and we just wanted to emulate that. And up to this day, I emulate that. You know, and I think Grandmaster has done incredible things for the martial arts that no one else has touched upon. And anything I could do to help in any way, shape, or form get his message out, I'm more than willing to do it because Master Van Clief has been an icon in the martial arts, and especially in the minority community amongst black martial artists and Hispanic martial arts. So, with that said, you know, God bless to his venture and his training, what he's doing now. He's always reinventing himself, so congratulations and good luck.
Greetings everyone, my name is Grandmaster John CRUDUP, started my martial arts training in 1971. Ron the Black Dragon Van Clief has been a great inspiration to me over the years. I've seen the first movie, I think it was 1973, and it was just amazing to see a black man on film with an afro and sideburns. Back in that time, the Asians, you know, got a lot of respect, Bruce Lee, but to see a black man on film was really inspirational. I joined the United States Air Force in 1983. I had retired in 2009, so when I came back to this area of the world, I formed an organization called the Philadelphia Historic Martial Arts Society, and we were fortunate enough to induct Grandmaster Van Clief into our organization in 2018. So, like I said, he's just been a great inspiration to us over the years. The Chinese Go-Ju has traveled all over the world. We continue to look up to him. He continues to inspire. He passed on the mantle to Michael Jai White, the new Black Dragon, so the legend continues. It's my pleasure to know him. It's an honor to do this film for him. Thank you so much.
Hello, I am James Jefferson, or is known as Ronin in the Warrior Island comic book series. My Black Dragon experience started 9 years ago when I was in Hawaii. Filming Warrior Island's start of the movie, and I was with Helson Gracie, Helson and Ben Perry. Ben Perry introduced me to the Black Dragon, who I then got a moment to spend some great time with, learning about martial arts, learning about movies, learning about all things that are good. Over the last 9 years with the Black Dragon, he has taught me all the tenets of martial arts, what is so important to me. I've developed a strong bond and relationship with him as we build this concept of Warrior Island together to make a positive impact in the world. He is like family to me. He is a mentor to me, and he has made me a better person for knowing him. If the whole world could get to know the Black Dragon, Ron Van Clief, they'd be better off for it. Again, my name is James Jefferson. I'm the creator of Warrior Island. I'm a little brother of the Black Dragon. Call me a little dragon, even though I'm a big guy. And I absolutely love Ron Van Clief, the Black Dragon, who is one of the greatest human beings I've ever met in my life. And I wouldn't be where I am today without him. Buy a comic, save the world.
Hello, how you doing? I'm Super Cliff. I'm here to speak about Shidoshi Ron Van Clief, one of my good friends. And before he was a friend of mine, he was one of my heroes. I remember back in the early 80s when they had the Channel 5, they had the Kung Fu Theater. And I remember the excitement to see him on the film. And me being, product of the Bronx, New York, growing up in the urban environment, I always looked up to him. And it's not just the fact that he looked great on the screen with the chops, the perfect hair, but he was always fighting for the underdog, and he's always fighting the villains. And I mean, when you're little, you kind of dream. You dream to be Ron Van Clief.
I'm a student of Grandmaster Ron Van Clief, the Black Dragon. I actually met him when I was about 12 years old, and he invited me to his school. Said you might want to train with us, and I did. I looked him up, and the crazy thing is, when everybody wanted to train with Bruce Lee, I wanted to train with the Black Dragon. I was really, really excited. I had seen his movies. I'd seen him in tournaments. And he was the real deal. But when I went to his school, I saw that he wasn't just a movie star. It was the real deal. He's an amazing man. Every time I see him, it's a new experience. I like to pick his brains. I like to talk to him, and amazing man.
Ron Van Clief was not only being honored at the mega action event, he was also there to be interviewed for a re-release of the movie Fist of Fear, Touch of Death, starring martial artist and film star Fred the Hammer Williamson and himself. The 1980 film Fist of Fear, Touch of Death is being re-released by the film distributor The Film Detective. These special interviews with stars Fred Williamson and Ron Van Clief were produced masterfully by Prince Henry Entertainment Group founder Frazier Prince, producer Terry Levine, director Matthew Mallison, scriptwriter Ron Harvey, and produced by Jim Markovic, as the stars gave their behind-the-camera take on the film as part of the featurette by Daniel Griffith from Ballyhoo Motion Pictures.
Two guys fighting for Bruce Lee's title that don't even exist. I mean, that's kind of absurd, isn't it?